Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video on Film Top. There's no denying that Corey is one of the main characters of the show Pawn Stars. He's been working at the store since he was 9 years old. Years later, many things about him are still kept hidden. Let's go through 8 times when Corey slips up off camera. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. Alright, let's get started. Number 8. The birth party fiasco. Corey has been a victim of fatal motorbike accident in his life. In 2014, he was driving to his birthday party planned by his friends and family. While going there, he realized that the bottom fender mount of his bike was broken and he couldn't stop the vehicle. Corey opted to jump from the bike to save his life, and within moments, he went from celebrating to surviving. He luckily only broke his arm and was still able to attend the party. Number 7. The assistant. When you become a famous TV personality, it becomes impossible to do daily tasks on your own because there are always fans and paparazzi waiting to hinder your life. That is exactly why this reality TV star hired an assistant. Corey has been working in the pawn shop since he was a child, but with time, he has stopped coming to the show every day unless it's a shoot or he has to check up on the employees. What we see him do on screen is not what he does daily. He makes his assistant do those jobs for him. Number 6. The fireworks show. There's no secret when it comes to the fact that Corey Harrison loves fireworks. He's been an enthusiast of the fireworks show ever since the show has started. On one occasion, the 4th of July, Corey deduced that the best way to celebrate the day is to go to a desert and do a spectacular fireworks show. So he got fireworks worth $1,000. Corey and his best friend Chum Lee took out the bowling ball mortar from their shop too to see who can shoot the farthest. Number 5. The reactionary brawl. Corey has talked about the struggles of being a famous TV personality. One of the things he talked about often is how sometimes people put you through a hard time just to get a reaction out of you. Corey has been sent to jail once for picking up a fight at a bar. He was intoxicated and got involved in a brawl. He pushed a security guard and a cop and refused to apologize. He was kept under supervision until he got sober. Number 4. The camping holiday. The Harrison family is no stranger to getting into trouble. Rick and Corey went on a camping trip in 2012 to Glamis, California. When they left, the area was trashed and littered with beer cans and food wrappers. The authorities of the area knew the pawn store owners were responsible for this because it was the first time this had happened. They both were fined $1,000 each for the trouble that they had caused, but they both refused to accept it was their fault. Number 3. The weird handshake. Corey was warned by the doctors in 2010 to shred some weight or he'd have diabetes by the end of the year. Scared by his deteriorating health, he started taking his health seriously and lost 115 pounds. The problem remains that after existing as an overweight man for most of his life, he didn't know how to change many of his habits. He had a bad habit of shaking hands while keeping his elbow high to avoid touching his belly. Now that he lost weight, he still hasn't been able to get rid of that high shake. Number 2. The bar fight. It turns out that alcohol really affects Corey's anger issues. On another occasion, he stopped for a drink after a long ride on his bike and ended up getting so drunk that he had to take off his pants and urinate on the bar stool. That wasn't the end of it. Later, he threw the stool across the bar and was kicked out. He later apologized for his misbehavior. Number 1. Agent from the past. The Pawn Stars have realized with time that more money they will have, the more people will sue them for the tiniest of things. Their initial agent, Wayne Jeffries, sued the stars for ditching him and his efforts to help them make successful show stars. Jeffries accused History Channel of pushing the 4 of them to find a new agent, but they didn't pay much heed to him and knew that he is one of the many who will sue them for getting wealthier now. There is no doubt that Corey is trying to be a better man every day, and no matter you love him or hate him, he's one of the central characters of the show. And with that, it brings us to the end of our video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's not too late. Give it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video.